when you have a dream, the scariest part is starting. The scariest part is to keep going when you're not really getting much feedback. The why has to be so important to you because it has to justify your sacrifices. G'day guys, it's Natalie Marie here, and we have another Freelance Friday video for you. Today I'm going to be talking to you about your why. Why are you here? Why are you on this channel? If you're on this channel, you're either supporting me because you're my family and friends, or because you really like the ideas that I talk about and that you need some inspiration or motivation, or just to like listen to someone who's also struggling with the same problems that you're struggling with, but yet we're overcoming them together. In my last Freelance Friday video, I talked to you about a book called Get Over Your Damn Self by Romy Neustadt, and I went into it about how she says that everybody who has a goal needs a why. Your why is the statement that you have at the back of your mind that pushes you to go towards your goal. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting so many hours into this goal? Why am I saying no to going out with some friends for one night to instead slave over this computer and edit this video? The why has to be so important to you because it has to justify your sacrifices. To succeed, it has to be clear, it has to be concise, it has to be something that you can quickly go to. If I was to compare it to my industry, we call it an objective. So when a person is in a scene and you have a scene partner, you have an objective to get something or to get from that scene partner. Either it is to humiliate them, or to seduce them, to amuse them, to entertain. So there's all these different objectives. They're just like a couple of them. Some of them that I said are weak and some of them are strong. And that's the difference between your wording of your why. Sorry, that was a huge ass bee that was just flying outside my window. You use it in every tactic that you have. My why is to be financially stable, but in a way where I am not working a 9-to-5 office job anymore. Why? So I can be creative every day and feel secure about it. Similar to an objective, your why has to be high stakes. If it's not high stakes, you're not going to use it often. Well, with an objective, high stakes means life or death. If it's not life or death, then why are you doing it? If our why is not of high stakes, how is that going to be the foundation that pushes us to motivate us to do the thing that scares us the most? Because damn well, when you have a dream, the scariest part is starting. The scariest part is to keep going when you're not really getting much feedback. The scariest part is when you feel like you are putting so many hours into it and you're not seeing the results that you wished you were seeing. But if your why is not something that is so strong, that is not a force behind you, then you will not succeed. Like, your why shouldn't be someone else. Your why should start with you and how you feel. Because at the end of the day, you really only have you. Everything else is a variable. Other variables are not consistent. With that, your why would not be consistent either. Your why has to be strong enough for you to, as I said before, justify the fact that you're sacrificing things. Your why has to be strong enough to make you not watch TV at night, and instead of watching TV, you're working on your side hustle. Or instead of, waking up at 11 a.m., you're waking up at 5:30 a.m. because you want to get that gym workout in, because you know that the only time you are going to work out is early in the morning, before your brain can even, suspect what you're going to put it through. I just really want to get the point across that if your why is weak, so is your focus, so is your motivation. I mean, it might be there at the start, but it will dwindle. Your why is a why so important, other than the facts that I've said in the aforementioned. It keeps you on track because every single goal or tactic that you use to achieve that why is then molded to that why. Your goals become more acute, more specific. For instance, if you know your why so well, then you won't be using your time on something else that is not a goal that is specific to the dream that you are wanting to achieve. you're gonna have bumps along the road. And like I said, motivation wanes. And the thing you're gonna lean on is your why. I just can't. It is just so important, because if your why is not in place, if it's not strong, if it is not sturdy, if it's not gonna pick you up when you're down, and you can grab onto other things, but when all those other things are gone, all you have is yourself. And something that people overlook is the fact that when you are so invested in your why, it will shine through within your work. Other people see how invested you are in this dream, and they will help you. If they think it's just a hobby, if they think it's just a phase, they will not give you a second glance whatsoever. But when they see you invested, they will invest their time for you. It'll just get easier from there. It is so great to put your why on the wall. I have my why. See that little thing right there? That is my why. Every day I wake up, I look at that statement, that affirmation, and it drives me to keep going. There's some things, like sometimes I don't see the results I want to see, but I look at that and I'm like, if I'm not moving forward, everything resorts back to going back to admin, and I am not doing that. A public declaration equals accountability. When you tell your why to other people, someone will be like, remember, this is why you're doing this, and this is why you're not doing the other thing that you don't want to do. Guys, once you understand how this can help you, it's another thing to put into your tool belt. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Give this a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below why you want your goal so badly, why you want your side hustle, what is your why. Remember to subscribe to this tribe to keep the support vibes alive. We are a no clause allowed community where we bring people up instead of tearing them down, because there's enough negativity in the world without more people honing into that. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.